Hi, my name is Jen Schaffler. Today, my instructional strategy that I will be talking about is exit tickets. Exit tickets, what are they? It's an instructional strategy that can occur either at the end of a lesson or class. Students are second most likely to recall what they learn at the very end. The most is at the beginning. Therefore, the end of class is when their brains are primed for learning. When students recall what they've learned without textbooks or notes, it produces great long-term memory effects. Also gives them an opportunity to reflect on learning and the learning process. It can help learning stick and help them become better students. Also a great way to assess if they've actually caught what you've taught. Also helps plan for the next lesson or unit of instruction. Its purpose. It provides data. It provides a lot of formative data. It can be used to determine where a student is in the education process and provides us as educators and teachers an insight if instruction needs to be changed or modified based on their current set of needs. And it's a great way to routinely wrap up a lesson or class and cues the students in that those lesson objectives for the day should be wrapped up. When to use them. There is a wide variety of ways to use as exit tickets. You can check for students' understanding by having them summarize key points from the lesson. You can verify that students can solve a problem or answer questions that were based on the lesson. It's also a great way to emphasize the essential question for the day's lesson. Can see if students can apply the content in a new way. Also, you can group students based upon their mastery of the content, and those who did not demonstrate, you can put them together and they can work on exit tickets. You can also create extension for those students who have mastered the lesson. There are also various ways to use exit tickets. Again, you can provide formative assessment data so the students can rate current level of understanding of what they did for the day. Stimulate student analysis. Great way to reflect. How hard did you work today? What could you have done to help yourself learn better? Focus on instructional strategies. How did the group work today if you're working on a group project? And it's an open communication for the teacher. It is a great way for students to share with you who may not want to raise their hand or is not very good with verbal skills to tell you whatever we went over today, they need it explained again in a way that will help them understand better. A couple ways that I've used exit tickets in the classroom. One, in our learning management system, Schoology, I put questions right into Schoology. Here's an example of a matching. So Schoology provides feedback to the students, pretty immediate feedback when the questions are complete, especially if it's not an open-ended question. And teachers, it is a quick check through the grade book to see if all the students in the classroom have made a submission. You can also use informational text. Can the students interact with the material when it is displayed in a text? So here is a screenshot of a piece of text. The students read the text, and then they're given an open-ended question to answer. Also, the use of Ed Puzzles. Ed Puzzles are an interactive video that can be integrated right into your LMS. Here's an example of an Ed puzzle that we have used. The kids really enjoy it. At the bottom, you can see the feedback. So as the students progress through, they can see by these little water droplets at the end where they are in the video. And the droplets will change color and alert the students with great feedback, whether their answers were correct or incorrect. Teachers can also check progress in real time. Quizzes is another great tool. They learn through gamification, both in person and asynchronous. Quizzes provide great student feedback because they can see their placement on a leaderboard. Teachers can also observe progress in real time. One way we check for submission is we have the kids repeatedly do the quizzes until they reach 80% accuracy, and when they're done, take a screenshot and then submit it via the learning management system. It's a great way with the kids not even realizing it that they're completing a lot of practice and studying for their vocabulary or whatever your lesson objectives are for the day. Google Forms are also used. Great student feedback allows immediate feedback, and for teachers, us educators, provides easy to read charts. And by charts, as soon as students fill out their answers based on questions, you can look at the number of respondents. This one, I just wanted to get a reflection on the lesson, not necessarily if the answers were right or wrong, but how did they feel about the content? So again, automatically does it for you, tells how many children have submitted and their overall scores. So again, exit tickets are a great way to wrap up the lesson. There are a variety of ways you can use exit tickets. It all depends upon what your lesson is and your lesson objectives were for the day.